Hello and welcome. Sorry, fans. For some reason, we had you clicked on the wrong tab. I'm going to take responsibility on that as my bad. Missed a little bit of action here. There's a ball that's lifted into left field, and it's another base hit. An RBI single is going to bring one home. Another guy's being sent. Play at the plate, not in time. And a two-run single there for number 14, Easton Amundsen. Amundsen, a 6'3", 195-pounder out of Ridgeview High School in Idaho. And he is uncommitted at this point, so two-run single for Easton. Great first name if you're going to be a baseball player, right? And Tri-State now with a 3-0 lead. Before that, Nate Rose, 5'10", 168-pounder, who also is uncommitted, had an RBI single himself, and that's where we stand now. And there's a little looping line drive. We're going to go to second for the first out and get the lead runner. So a 4-6 up the middle, fielder's choice that Cole Morlag just hit into. And funny story about Cole, and I'll go into this a little bit more. I was just talking to him before the game started. It's kind of I was late to the box, but Cole plays at a place called Linden Christian. And Linden Christian is near and dear to my heart. My cousin Daniel's the head coach there, and my mom is from there. So that pitch is fouled up and out of play. That's Tyler Peterson at the plate, and Peterson is committed to Lower Columbia, but got to talk to Cole. My mom, funny thing, my mom, when I told her I was doing this, there's like 485 kids. She said, I wonder if there's any kids from Linden Christian. Well, the first game I had was Tri-State, and the first batter, the leadoff batter of the tournament was Cole Morlag, and I looked over and it said Linden Christian, and I was like, wow, crazy. So I got to chat with Cole, and seems like an absolute 10 of a kid, and had a good chat with him. So there he goes. Try to show off those wheels from Linden Christian, and good slide there as he avoids the tag and a stolen base for the speedy Cole Morlag out of Linden Christian. So keep giving them a plug, and cousin Daniel a plug. If you guys are listening back at home, that's awesome. Thanks for tuning in. So 1-1 is the count, 2 outs, and Tyler Peterson's the batter. Peterson in that first contest of the tournament on Friday was really the spark plug that kind of got Tri-State going, and ultimately, kind of catapulted them to some momentum early, and they kept growing on it and ended up coming out with a 13-10 win over Idaho. Counts 1-2. That pitch is up and away from Connor Schlecht. Connor, 6'2", 155 pounds from West Valley High School. And he's uncommitted, so I'm going to get some radar gun readings as we continue so we can get an idea of the numbers Connor's hitting on that radar gun from the bump. That pitch misses inside, and the count will run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Tri-State scored 3 here in the top of the first, and Peterson and company looking to add maybe another here with one of those money hits, those 2 out hits. And that ball's lifted up to right. And kind of drifting, carrying out to right center. Catch is made out there by number 3, Stephen Meyer, for the 3rd out of the inning. And that's going to do it for the top of the first, but not before Tri-State scores 3. We'll be right back after this with the bottom half of the first. And Washington East coming to the plate. Don't go anywhere here, live on Table Rock Sports.
Everyday heroes live life full circle. Fill up and use your enrolled kickback card so you save 16 cents a gallon at the pumps. Get what you need when you need it. And remember, we reward all heroes with kickback cards at My Circle K. And if a call goes out for another heroic appearance, no problem. We have that one covered too, with our state-of-the-art car wash systems. Be the hero you were meant to be. Heroes living life full circle.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
And we're back here, bottom of the first. Washington East coming to the plate, leading things off for the team from Washington. Here's the catcher. Young man headed to Lower Columbia after his senior year of high school. That's Drake Bird, 6 foot, 185 pounder. He'll be facing number 9 from Tri-State. That's Alex Carnes. Carnes, 6'2", 180 pounder from Coeur d'Alene. Second pitcher in as many days that I can remember, at least, from Coeur d'Alene. We had Liam Paddock, the tall, lanky lefty on the mound yesterday for Idaho. Now maybe a teammate of his, which would be quite the 1-2 punch, Carnes. And swinging through that one is Drake Bird. And ahead of the count now, 0-2 is Alex Carnes. Remember, this Washington East team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it 11 players that have committed collegiately? So more players than not, as big decision time for a lot of these kids here in the coming days and weeks. So fun time, but also can be stressful. 1-2. Pitch off the outside. Count goes even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Whew.
It's getting a bit warm out here right now already, Boomer.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It's getting late early, as the chief would say, my dad. 2-2, and we're going to go full.
Yep, there it is. You know, this pitcher's actually been consistent until the last couple pitches. So they've been clearly outside on these ones. So I don't know if it's getting the nerves to him or
yeah,
he's starting to feel that heat.
Yeah, probably trying to just work it on the outside corner. Don't want to miss out over the plate when you got count leverage now.
You know, I don't know. That was a bit high, but that looked like it was coming in good. So looks like your player number 5 is walking.
Yeah, Drake Bird draws the walk, goes from 0-2 to base on ball, and good at bat there if you're leadoff man. Saw a bunch of pitches and got the job done. That'll bring up number 11. And I talked to 11 and, 11 is Kyle Parkman. Parkman, 5'9", 180 pounds, out of Central Valley High School. And he's headed to Lower Columbia, as a lot of kids, it seems, in this 2021 division, class of 2021. A lot of kids going to Lower Columbia. Anyway, him and Mr. Lind, Jackson Lind, said, hey, you guys want to hit one out of here for me today? And they're like, yeah, of course,
out
sure.
Of the park.
We're going to hit one out of here for you today. So we kind of had a little joking, a little fun before we got started today. So, good pickoff move there, quick, and back in safely, though, is Drake Bird. Carnes comes set.
Ooh, that was a good strike.
Pitch on the outside corner, in there for strike 2. And if Carnes is going to get that one on the outside part of the plate, I would think that he'd probably live there. Tough pitch to hit. Now 1-2. Here's the 1-2, and it's going to be out off the outside. Count evens up at 2 apiece. Parkman, not only an outfielder, but a left-handed pitcher. I thought we might see him on the list, but I don't see him. Pickoff attempt over to first, and it gets away, so Drake Bird is going to get to second. Good hustle there by the first baseman for Tri-State. That's Easton Amundsen, who had the base hit in the top half of the first inning, but it's a big 90 feet. If he gets to third, now you get to third, less than 2 outs, it becomes a real offensive threat, an RBI situation. Hold him to second, you got a chance to, get out of the inning still. 2-2. Carnes pitching, and dead ball hit by pitch on that breaking ball on the inside. So Parkman, another good at bat, and will make his way to first on the HBP. To the plate comes number 12 for Washington East, Elijah Tanner. This is a kid I've been kind of raving about all day. There's a one-hopper back to the mound. Carnes, a little bit behind the shortstop, and that had 163 written all over it. Instead, it goes into center, and Washington East on the scoreboard. Drake Bird comes around to score and makes it 3-1. sometimes the anticipation of, oh, I got it clean, I got the release, and it happens. It happens. You think it's easy and got that bump you got to throw over. And been there before. You see that shortstop, you have to almost like kind of lead him to the bag, and tough. What do we got here? Count. Was that strike or a ball? And who is up? Swing and a miss. That's number 9 at the dish. Gavin Matson. Matson, who plays first and is a pitcher and also can play the outfield for you. So a very versatile kid. 0-1. Takes that pitch up. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here. Bottom of the first. Pitch on the way. There's a 2-hopper. Good play by the third baseman. Did he beat him? He did. Tricky little hop there for number 7, Gavin Vianu. And just able to kind of chest it, keep it in front of him, and bobbling, and yet trying to carry his momentum to the bag. And was able to do so and make sure he gets that lead out and record the first out of the inning. Tricky play when you got a speedster, running down your backside there. And first pitch, pop up. Viano's coming in, calls off the pitcher. Infield fly rule, I think, would be in effect there. So batter is out. So the second out of the inning, just like that, 2 pitches, 2 outs. That'll bring up the big fella. This guy I fell in love with when he was on the mound the first day. It was Garrett Gores, Gonzaga Prep High School in Washington. He's headed to Spokane Falls after his senior year. Gores swings and misses. But he just bulldog mentality on the mound. He just was not going to be denied. And I think he threw four shutout innings, or maybe gave up a run in 4, but it was awesome to watch him throw out there. Just the way he competed was fun to watch. He'll take that pitch outside for ball 1. So Tri-State here, after the first 3 were able to reach and a run came in, back-to-back outs, trying to get out of it with minimal damage. Carnes comes set, and the 1-1 count. Timeout called by Gores. So step out. One pitch, and that squirts by the catcher. And I got to take a look at who's catching for Tri-State. And I think that's Isaiah Burke behind the dish. So I got the count at 2-1. Let's play the game. Am I right? Or is the scoreboard right? Scoreboard says 2-0. I got 2-1.
It's definitely 2-1 for sure.
Okay, 2-1.
Yeah, I did see that ball earlier, so
yeah, called strike on the outside?
Yep, struck on the outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, the head man in charge over there is running the scoreboard, so you can't say too much.
Yes.
No. Have you met Josh? I mean,
No.
oh yeah. Is Caleb running it, or are you Josh? Oh, you're on the phone.
Oh, there
Signing
we go.
deals. 3-1 pitch.
Now we're
Gores
good, and he's walking.
takes it outside, and the bases are juiced here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Number 7 coming to the plate for Washington East. And that is going to be Mr. Schwartz. And if I could just find his first name, I promise I remember him. Michael Schwartz. Yeah, he did a great job in relief yesterday on the mound. So get an opportunity here to show off his ability with the bat. There's a 2-hopper. Great play by Viano to keep it in front. The throw across the diamond is in time. Gabe Viano with a couple of great plays there in the bottom half of the first inning defensively. And Tri-State able to get out of it with minimal damage, limiting Washington East to only 1 run when it seemed like it could have been a lot more. When we come back, top of the second coming your way, Tri-State coming to the plate.
Don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
At My Circle K, we believe in keeping the integrity of your vehicle's paint. That's why you save 10 cents a gallon when you purchase a car wash. As rain falls, it collects pollutants and contaminants from the air. You want to do anything you can to protect your investments. At My Circle K, you can protect your paint and save at the pump. Now with every car wash purchase, you'll save 10 cents a gallon at the pumps. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Great hair also.
Seth, who just turned. Welcome back here. Going to the top of the second. Tri-State coming to the plate with a 3-1 lead.
Ooh.
Good inside fastball there. Swing kind of broke down.
Yeah, I know. It's when it comes in quick in the end like that, there's no way you can make a full swing. I felt it close to his body. Guy knew it. It's too late.
Iwamizu, youngster from Hidden Valley. And there's a two-hopper. It bounces off the heel of the glove, and Iwamizu will reach for Tri-State. Iwamizu had a big game in game one. 3 or 4 ribbies, and one was on like the slowest rolling base hit in a steal kind of situation. The second baseman was covering and hit like a 40 hopper to second base, and everybody scored. So take it any way you can get it. Inside fastball is no good there, or excuse me, inside. So not that it's no good, serves a purpose, but misses for ball one. We're in game 2 of a scheduled 5 here at Harry and David. We had 6 last night and 5 the day before, so carry the 2. That's 16 in 3 days. It's been a lot of fun, and we got even more coming tomorrow. You're welcome for the math lesson at home. 2-0 count. And that pitch will miss upstairs. And
I'm just waiting for that runner to go.
yeah. At the plate, sorry, I didn't get Estevan Ruiz. Ruiz, 5'10", 170-pounder, out of Pasco, Washington. He has not committed yet. Ruiz, an outfielder and an arm out of maybe the pen, or could be a starter. Right-handed pitcher. 3-0 pitch. And there it is, as number 2, Connor Schlecht, kind of, it's tough when you go into the stretch for the first time in an inning. And tough to find that release point. Finds it there, now 3-1. Iwamizu takes off, and that's going to be strike 2. We're going to
And he's out of
caught
there.
stealing.
Wow, now.
Drake Bird with a great throw and a great tag down there at second base by number 4, Ayush Krishnappa. 2-4 if you're scoring at home. CS caught stealing. And the count goes full. And that pitch will miss up high, so Ruiz will earn himself at 90 feet via the walk.
Boomer, question for you.
Yes.
I know you're a fan of baseball.
Yes.
Who is your favorite baseball player?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
And that's a controversial one.
Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Cesar,
Okay.
Eden, Blanco at the plate here for Tri-State. Athletic guy, long guy. He had a good showing in game 1 too. He's on his way to Yakima Valley after his senior year in high school.
Ooh.
Good inside fastball there. As Schlecht has kind of found that release point since getting in the stretch and throwing. He started, once he got in the stretch, he threw 3 balls in a row. And then since then, he's really calmed down and found that release point. 0-2 here to Blanco. And that off-speed, that pitch is outside, so 1-2.
So
I do have
Giants fan?
yeah, I am a Giants fan, but I gotta put this in here really quick. And that's Carnes is from Tri-State. He's tapping out at 82 on the fastball, and then Schlecht in the first inning, 81 between 81 and 83 miles per hour on the gun. So thank you downstairs for the guys on the radar gun sending that information up here. But go ahead, Katrina. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying it. So obviously, then you'd be a Giants fan.
Yeah, I'm a huge Giants fan.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
And
Ooh, I think that
looked good.
Okay.
And he did check his swing, I'm pretty sure.
I
But
was gonna say I felt a wrist break on that one.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's not gonna be called.
So full count here, 1 out. Top of the second. Tri-State leading 3-1. And Blanco, there goes the runner. Strike 3. Bird trying to throw him out twice, but unable to get the strike him out, throw him out, as Ruiz had a pretty good jump there at first. And we'll move into scoring position here with 2 outs. But a nice pitch there by Connor Schlecht, and able to get the strikeout. So 2 outs. That swung on and tapped foul, sorry. At the plate for Tri-State, Jackson Christensen, 5'11", 165 pounds, Highland High School out of Idaho. He's on his way to CSI.
CSI.
Not the show on CBS, but a 2-hopper on a tough bounce. Krishnappa does a good job to keep it in front. We're gonna have a chance and a play at the plate. And just sails it a little bit high, and that'll bring another run home for Tri-State. I was just about to praise, and I should praise Krishnappa for even getting something on that ball with that nasty bounce that it took, kind of off the collar of the grass there. Otherwise it would have been easy score from second. Fortunately, couldn't get the throw on line there at home, and Tri-State with 1 more run. So 4-1. Here's number 16 and a 2-hopper to Krishnappa. This one doesn't bounce crazy, and able to get the 3rd out of the inning. So that was 16, Evan Bailey with the ground out there. And we're going to head to the bottom of the second when we come back. Don't go anywhere here live on Table Rock Sports. Hello and welcome back. Elijah Hainline at the plate for Washington East. This youngster is on his way to Washington State University on a full ride. So Elijah, big-time prospect. Carnes, not impressed though, ahead in the count now, 0-2. And another breaking ball, and that's going to miss upstairs for ball 1. And that's what's great about this setting is you have a bunch of these D1 kids and these other kids that haven't committed yet. You get to go compete against, some of the top competition, literally in the Northwest, which is why the title Baseball Northwest is so perfect. And it's really been a fun thing to be a part of this. Is that pitch misses low and away for ball 3. And Hainline goes from 0-2 to 3-2, so battling up there. Pitch swung on, popped up, kind of in shallow right. Coming in, able to make the play there is Jackson Christensen for out number 1. And that's what I'm talking about, this opportunity Carnes gets. He faced a Washington State commit and does a great job on the mound and gets him out. So a feather in his cap, so to say, for Alex Carnes. There's first pitch swinging and a drive to right. And this is going to be extra bases. Stephen Meyer jumped on that first pitch fastball, and he's got a stand-up double for the group from Washington East. And that's Stephen Meyer. I've been talking about this kid for the last 3 days. 6 foot, 165 pounds, out of Southridge High School in Washington. Hasn't committed yet. He's an outfielder, and he can really swing the bat. He's got good speed, above average speed, I should say. And he's fun to watch. I kind of have fallen in love with this Washington East team. And the next guy, no exception to that at all. I saw him in the parking lot yesterday after he played. That was Jackson Lind, and I joked that I gave him the broadcaster's jinx because I said, this guy's probably never had a bad at bat, and the last at bat of the day he looked at strike 3, and before that he'd just been able to, single here, single there, throw in the gap here. And so today I said, I won't broadcaster's jinx you. You can just hit one out for me. And he smiled at me and said, okay. Gotta love 17-year-old. Oh yeah, I'll hit one out for you. 0-1 pitch, misses up and away. Jackson is headed to Seattle after his senior year is complete. So Carnes out of the stretch. Meyer on at second. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Lynn swung on, missed. Meyer, however, going to advance to third. Big 90 feet as that pitch was low. Good job by the catcher to keep it in front. Just didn't come up with it clean, and that was Isaiah Burke behind the dish. So a 1-2 count here. Carnes way ahead. Lind trying to do his job, at least get that run in from third here in an RBI situation. And rear back and throw it, Alex Carnes, strike 3. And he gets Lind swinging. And the strikeout situation presented itself, and Carnes said, thank you very much. I'll execute. Up at the dish now. Back to the top for Washington East. The catcher, Drake Bird. First pitch swinging. There's a little bouncing ball up the middle. Good play by the shortstop. Across and good for the third and final out of the inning. That was number 11. Nate Rose, as Rose, 5'10", 168 pounds, senior to be at Idaho Falls High School in Idaho. Not committed. Big-time play there with 2 outs and a runner on third to get Tri-State out of the inning. And they'll be coming up at the top of the third. Don't go anywhere, here live on Table Rock Sports.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
Introducing Unlimited with Payback, only from U.S. Cellular. The only unlimited plan that pays you back for data you don't use. So, quit flushing money down the toilet with Verizon. Get Unlimited with Payback, and you can save up to $240 per year on a single line versus Verizon.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
And we're back. First pitch swinging. There was number 7, Gavin Viano, and hit it to his counterpart there at third. Who's that? 0. Number 0, Elijah Hainline, came up with the play and strike across the diamond. We got out number 1 here in the top of the third. And some would say we might be cooking with gas. On pace for a record. What are we looking at?
Your littles. I see them out here.
My kiddos down the right field line somewhere?
Yeah.
Causing problems?
Oh, yeah.
Tearing stuff up. Yep. Seth and Si, are you looking at them with the camera? We'll go maybe between pitches.
We'll do.
The coaches at home can see, and they can understand why. They don't want to see my kids. Sorry, guys. 0-1. Now 1-1. Are you showing them? No. Don't show them. Don't show them. No,
okay, all right. I'm like,
maybe we'll show them when they get up to the box.
I think your dad's over there, too.
I mean, if you saw me, you'd be like, oh, my gosh, no way those are his kids. They can't be that cute when his dad looks like that.
No.
Kind of a check
here we
swing.
Go. Ready?
Okay.
Well, I don't know if I can
we
get
can't
him.
See him. No.
Oh, barely.
No.
Right there in that right corner.
Yeah, all you got to see is the blonde curly
That's
hair.
it.
So. Anytime I can get them some pub, even if I got to take a little heat from Josh, take it.
And there it
1-2 pitch, kind of popped up behind third base. Shortstop going out makes that look really, really easy. And that was number 12, Elijah Tanner. And that's a guy that, hasn't committed anywhere. Good-sized kid, 6'1", 177 pounds. I almost want to dub him like Mr. Smooth because everything he does out there is just cool as the other side of the pillow, man. And whether he's at the dish, whether he's playing defense, whether he's running the bases, the way he was playing catch today, I saw him and I was like, yep, this guy's he's got some tools.
Ooh.
First pitch swung on, missed. And this is the guy that made the play to end the second, Nate Rose. So 2 outs here, 0-1 count. And there's a beautiful breaking ball.
So good.
Yeah, and that Connor Schlecht, I think I heard Josh talking about him, the leader of Baseball Northwest. But, man, this guy is got a good, slinging three-quarter kind of slider or slurve that, drops in there. And he's tough on the mound. He is tough. Tri-State got to him a little early, which is when you want to get somebody who's good on the mound. Because if they start getting locked and loaded, there's a pitch popped up on the infield. And under it is Hainline. And he'll put it away for the third out of the inning. And that was a quick
that was done.
1, 2, 3 inning, just the way with Dr. ordered him for the broadcaster's booth. We're headed to the bottom of the third when we come back. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Northwest Championships, brought to you by Baseball Northwest on Table Rock Sports. Sorry.
A parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
And we're back live. Bottom of the third inning. Washington East coming to the plate. They're trailing 4-1 and trying to get something going offensively. I think this is Parkman up at the dish. It is. Ooh. Big swing, as he promised me an HR before the game. So at least he's out there swinging for it. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
When I see the last name Parkman, and I obviously go right for Major League because it's like my favorite movie of all time. And if you've been listening to me the last 3 days, I probably referenced it about 100 times.
Major League?
Yeah, the movie Major League.
Wait, are you talking like Charlie Sheen Major League?
Yeah.
Yes. That is like a classic right there. Ooh, wow, great job there.
Yeah, beautiful play there by Carnes. His little backhand stab on one hopper and takes his time, goes over and flips it underhand. Just like the coaches teach you. Right, Josh? That's right.
That's right.
Nailed it, yeah.
That actually reminded me a little bit of another baseball movie, Rookie of the Year,
Yes.
the famous Lob.
Thomas and Nicholas.
Oh, yes.
Or Nichols. Or Nicholas, yes.
Yeah.
The dude that was on American Pie later.
American Pie.
Yeah.
Yep.
First pitch swinging. Ground ball to the shortstop. And the ball kind of kicks into center. Good hustle out there by number 7, Gavin Viano, chasing it down because easily could have ended up on second. But the hustle, you got to appreciate the hustle. Sometimes the ground balls just been a couple tough hops on the middle infielders. One on a middle infielder from Washington East earlier. So runner at first here for the team from Washington, and I think this is Ayush Krishnappa. And first pitch swinging. That's kind of a theme here in this inning for this team from Washington. Carnes is doing a pretty good job working ahead in the count. So what do? You go up there. Maybe the first pitch you see is probably the best one you're going to see, and go up there and get after that first pitch. And so if you're Carnes now, you got to kind of adjust. You start pitching edges on the first pitch if they're going to be up there aggressive. It's the game within the game. There goes the runner. And throw down a second. It's going to be close, and we got him.
Oh, yeah.
Big-time throw from behind the dish by Isaiah Burke, the senior to be at Thurston High School in Thurston, Oregon, just outside of Eugene. 5'10", 175-pounder, and is uncommitted. So that was a show off the gun, kind of throw down to the second, and the second out of the inning. There's strike 2 to Krishnappa. And Carnes has been dynamite. We were talking about the gentleman that pitched earlier, maybe one of the better performances in the tournament so far. And I've already forgotten his name, which is so bad of me because he was awesome.
While you're looking that up, I just figured a
yes,
fun fact.
Thank you.
I actually went to Thurston.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. We lived there for about 7 months, so maybe I might know some of these guys.
2-2? Yeah, Krishnappa fouls it back. Josh, what was the kid's name that threw today? 6'5" kid? Forstein? Yeah. And he threw 5. He gave up 2 in the first, but then 4 goose eggs in a row. And Carnes gave up 1 in the first, and now back-to-back goose eggs. And Carnes has really, really settled in and found his groove. So through 3 complete, Tri-State 4 and Washington East 1. We're headed to the 4th when we come back. Don't go anywhere here live on Table Rock Sports.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
Introducing Unlimited with Payback, only from US Cellular. The only unlimited plan that pays you back for data you don't use. So, quit flushing money down the toilet with Verizon. Get Unlimited with Payback, and you can save up to $240 per year on a single line versus Verizon.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Going to the top of the 4th. Boomer Marshall here alongside Katrina Sewell. We call her Katrina with a K. Hey.
Hey.
That's what her DJ name back in the day was.
Uh-huh.
She's on the video and the one-liners and the fun facts. I think Caleb Franklin's out in center on the scissor lift and battling the elements out there. Sunshine and a little bit of smoke that's blowing into the valley, which also kind of provides a nice protective layer covering humid coughing mixture thing. So, KK, we're with you.
Hey, man.
Wholeheartedly out there in center. Can you see him out there? There he is.
Bit,
There's
yeah.
KK.
Hey.
Caleb, just out there grinding right now. Going, what inning is it? We're going to the 4th, Kay. I hope you're okay, buddy. You're so young. You're 20 years old. You're fine.
Mm-hmm. Your lungs have time to heal.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
All right. So do we start at 10:30, Josh? Okay, 10:30. So we're at 11:21. Remember, 2-hour time limit or 7 innings, whichever comes first. And I tell you what, the people in charge of this tournament have done a great job, sticking to that rule. Sometimes you you want to play it out, but you also realize how many games we have at a field, and you don't want to be leaving at 2 a.m., I'll tell you that. Like everybody was last night, it sounded like. But there were 6 games yesterday with the big one at the end, which was awesome. You have, is it 34 commits or something like that? Guys that have signed letter of intent to 4-year universities. Unbelievable. On one field. I don't think Medford's seen some good baseball, Josh. I don't think they've ever seen that age group with that much talent on one field. I don't think so. So thank you, Baseball Northwest, for bringing that to Southern Oregon. Oh, 1 count here. And see, that's 14 at the plate. I think that's Easton, the guy with the best first name ever. My buddy Brandon Crozier is a college baseball player. He just had a little boy named him Easton. So I said, hey, I'm going to be a baseball player.
There you are.
Yeah. And then I run into, here's Easton Amundsen. And he singled his first time up. Holding true to form with that name, of course. And I was right. Easton Amundsen, third base, first base, 6'3", 195 pounds, good-sized kid. Ridgeview High School in Idaho.
Need a little pep talk here with your pitcher.
Yeah, they'll chat about what we want to do against this big, free-swinging lefty. Yeah, when you're on the mound, this kind of kid can scare you. And we got some new, we got a new kid on the mound for Washington North, and that's Gavin Matson. And let me see if we got a reading on him yet, because he looked like on that pitch he was bringing some heat there, or bringing it as good as we've seen so far in this tournament. So 1-2 after Amundsen fouled that one off down the first baseline. And there's a fastball, well placed, and Amundsen did a really good job just to be able to fight that one off. He'll stay alive. Good two-strike approach by the lefty Amundsen. Matson, a little off-speed pitch, misses up and away, so 2-2.
Good eye on that one.
Yeah, easy take there for Easton.
You know, it's super hard when you're in there and you've already got too many strikes against you. You're like, should I swing? Should I not?
Yeah. 2-2 count. Matson misses away, and good job by Easton to take the count full after being down 1-2. Make him earn it. Make him work for it. Both ways. Locked in a battle. Swung on, missed, and Gavin Matson, able to get the strikeout and the first out of the inning for Washington East. And that was some heat.
That was pretty good.
We got a reading on that yet? Josh, did you get a reading on, did you get a radar gun on that? That's popping, wasn't it? I mean, 86? 86. You've seen him up to 86? Okay.
Pretty good on that one, too.
Which is about as good as as high as we've seen? Okay. Thanks, man. I know you're the boss, and I'm asking you to do me favors, but that's just because I love you. 0-1, 1 out. I met Josh on Friday.
Yeah.
And he's the guy in charge of Baseball Northwest, and just so happened that he played college baseball with a cousin of mine, and my best friend growing up, and another guy that I played basketball in high school with. So he's like, "Oh, I played college baseball with those guys." And
you're like small world.
Small world. Yeah. And right then, I knew that
you'd be best friends forever.
Yeah, that we love each other by Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Probably hate each other and love each other by Monday. No, I'm kidding. Back to the action. That one's rolled foul, and at the plate is Cole Moreleg, which takes me to my next story. The kid from Linden Christian, which one of those kids that we were talking about. Played with Josh is my cousin, so, and that's Cole's coach in high school. So 85, okay. So yeah, Gavin, this is his second batter he's faced. Got the strikeout in the first one, up to 85 miles per hour on the gun. Moreleg drives one out to center, drifting back and making the play is number 11. That is, Kyle Parkman. Moreleg with a nice at bat there. Put good wood on the ball, but good jump there from Parkman. Good defense from Washington East. 2 up, 2 down here in the the top of the fourth. Tyler Peterson now at the plate. Shortstop for Tri-State. Peterson's got some wheels. He was able to show that off in the first game. Peterson had 2 infield singles, and then after the infield single was able to, I think he stole on one segment, he went stole second, stole third, and then the next time stole second, and then was able to score from second on a shallow hit. Here, let's take a look here, and there's a tough
right
hop.
over his head.
And not much you can do about that one. That's going to be a base hit for Peterson. I mean, it's not an error. You can't blame that shortstop for that one. And Elijah Tanner, you're on an island out there, buddy. And that happens. So tough hop. It's baseball. It happens. A 2-out knock, however, in the book for Peterson, and a line drive shot when he's telling his grandkids 30 years from now. I hit a rope down there in Medford, Oregon in the third game in the top of the fourth. Peterson on first, and a threat to run. Iwamizu at the plate. Iwamizu only about 30 miles up the road. Hidden Valley High School, just outside of Grants Pass, or some would say in Grants Pass. Peterson, a threat to run, not going this time. Iwamizu foul it up and out of play. That'll even the count at 1 apiece. center field. There we go. 1-1. Iwamizu takes that pitch. That was ball, guys. I didn't see that. Yeah, ball? Was that a ball? Okay. Thank you. 2-1 count. Mattson out of the stretch. And that's going to get past. Is that Lynn behind the plate now? Does he play behind the plate? Yeah, catcher outfield. I think that's Jackson Lynn behind the plate. And so the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike here to Iwamizu. Peterson now in scoring position for Tri-State. And Mattson trying to get out of it. The 3-1. Up and out of the zone. Iwamizu will draw the walk. Iwamizu is a good-sized kid, by the way. I just want to touch on that real quick before we go to the next guy. Matthew Iwamizu, 6'2", 195, out of Hidden Valley, Oregon, and hasn't committed anywhere to play baseball after high school. So, good-sized kid. He's had a good showing this weekend. And the next Tri-State player at the plate, number 4, Estevan Ruiz, 5'10", 170 pounds, Pasco, Washington, and also uncommitted. Here's the pitch, Mattson. Ruiz swinging, and that's in there for strike 1. Good job by Mattson. And, after Peterson gets kind of the unconventional hit with the bad hop and then giving up the walk. So important to come back and work ahead right now. Runners at first and second. And Mattson fired right to the zone, right to the glove. And big-time pitch. Mattson comes set, and Peterson looked like he might take off for third, but held up, and really good two-pitch sequence there from Mattson. Goes fastball away hard, then comes back with that front door breaking ball, kind of froze Ruiz, now way ahead 0-2. Rare's back with the fastball, and Ruiz did a good job to get a piece of it and to stay alive. Tri-State trying to add to their lead, up 4-1 here on the top of the 4th. Washington East trying to keep them right where they're at and get back in the dugout, get something going offensively. Mattson with the breaking ball had Ruiz out in front, and that was nasty.
That
is
is
Gavin Mattson,
man,
with a beautiful breaking pitch to get strike 3 and retire the side. Headed to the bottom of the 4th. Tri-State leading 4-1. And Washington East trying to answer the bell here in the bottom of the 4th. Don't go anywhere here live on Table Rock Sports.
A parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
And we're in the bottom of the 4th. Garrett Gores at the plate for Washington East, trying to get something started here for the boys in maroon. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Alex Carnes has been excellent on the hill for this Tri-State team. Carnes, real quick, we'll Gonna highlight him. One of those pitchers from Coeur d'Alene, 6'2", 180 pounds, has not committed to where he will play his college ball after high school. So a 1-1, maybe a little changeup or breaking pitch. Misses maybe just a little low. So the count goes to 2-1.
And it looks like Boomer's parents were just waving to us.
Oh,
hey,
are they
Boomer's
down there?
Parents? Yeah.
Mom and Dad are here.
And there.
Gores pops it up. Calling Carnes off is Iwamizu for out number 1. And Carnes, if he doesn't get, it seems like if he hasn't gotten the leadoff guy, either they, roll up a double play or catcher will, throw him out stealing. He's just he's done an excellent job throwing all of his pitches for strikes, working ahead, and not missing in the wrong place. Carnes, fastball in on the hands, pulled foul down the line. That's number 7 at the plate, Michael Schwartz. Schwartz, a senior to be at Central Valley, and is committed to Lower Columbia. Oh, 1 pitch, Carnes.
Ooh.
And a nice pitch there. And Carnes way ahead now, 0-2. Do a lot with this pitch now. And dealer's choice, just nothing up, out over the plate. 0-2, and there's a
And that's it.
fastball on the black of the plate, the outside of the plate for strike 3. And Carnes is dialed. He is dealing right now. Alex Carnes is feeling it. I'll do the Dan Patrick. He is in fuego. No, seriously, he's locked and loaded right now. He's running good. Because this Washington East team, this lineup, has a lot of pop in it, a lot of power in it, and he's taking that right out of the bats. Is this 0 at the plate? 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, that's 0. So 2-0 count here to Elijah Hainline. Hainline, Cougar commit, Washington State. That 2-0 pitch is looped down the right field line, carrying. That's just foul. Looked like it was going to stay fair down the right field line. Unable to do so, just drifted foul. And it couldn't have been by much. And that would have been, with Hainline's wheels, I'm thinking that's 3 bases. 2 outs really doesn't matter. He could have stopped at second, but it would have been fun to watch that speed from him, from Elijah, on display. So 2-1. I hear Seth inside down there yelling at me, Dad. My head snapped back. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. Carnes trying to retire him in order. And there's that. I don't know if that's a splitter or maybe a change, but. So the count goes full. Is Beej in the house? Beej is here? Okay, good. Thank God. Full count. And that one's ripped foul. Hey, Beej, did you see Little Boom 1 and 2 down there? Oh, yeah. They just broke Dave's playground down in right field. Full count. Hainline battling, and Elijah's going to win the battle and earn himself a walk, a base on ball, and Washington East looking for a little 2-out thunder now as Hainline with a 2-out walk reaches. Now this is important. Remember last time Stephen Meyer came to the plate, first pitch swinging, hit a deep shot to right and had a stand-up double, so that's the kind of thing that Washington East, you don't need. You got the walk, got somebody on, and here comes Mr. Meyer, who's also not committed, senior to be at Southridge High School in Washington. First pitch swinging again, this time pop him up. Iwamizu drifts over. Second baseman, number 7, calling it. And making the catch is Gavin Vianu. And Vianu and Tri-State will retire the side. So through 4 complete, Tri-State 4, Washington East 1. When we come back, we're going to the 5th. Don't go anywhere here live on Table Rock Sports.
Don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
At My Circle K, we believe in keeping the integrity of your vehicle's paint. That's why you save 10 cents a gallon when you purchase a car wash. As rain falls, it collects pollutants and contaminants from the air. You want to do anything you can to protect your investments. At My Circle K, you can protect your paint and save at the pump. Now with every car wash purchase, you'll save 10 cents a gallon at the pumps. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
This is so funny. Oh my gosh. Like some fries and the Royal Red.
The Royal Red bonsai.
Sorry, folks. We're over here telling BG Gould stories. If you know Beej, then you get it. Yeah, no, this guy is a legend. Okay, he's the only person I know that has a Nike contract that's never played a down of like high school athletics or collegiate athletics. He literally will walk in and he's like in the Oregon Hall of Fame. He ought to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I mean, how many times did you deliver the lineup for Oregon State and Coach Casey, Beach? Where was that at?
It was at home one day.
At home in Corvallis? And did you do it at UCLA once too?
No, I was just bench coach.
Bench coach at UCLA. For the Beavs, the year that they won their first World Series? Yeah. So, Beej is an integral part of Beavers' first College World Series run, believe it or not. I mean, don't take it from me. Ask Coach Casey. He'll tell you. 4-1 Tri-State leads. Blue got it. We're taking some inventory. Walk out there, Mr. Lind. Go check on your pitcher. Yeah, give him some time. See, Jackson's a smart kid. Blue would do the same thing for the catcher if he got one off the toe or something. Got to go out and give him a minute or so.
Yeah, so I was winning all of a sudden. I walked out there last night, meet up with Dale, and there was like 6 golf clubs. And I'm going, oh. We had to reposition them all in the gator, too. Yeah. It was Tetris in there.
Hey, do we have a count, guys? I don't. Beej is on the scoreboard already? First batter?
First batter, Beej hasn't screwed up.
I know there's one strike because of foul tip, right?
Okay, now we got 2. We're back in action.
Maybe 1-2? 3-1? Oh, jeez.
3-1.
Hey, you got me screwed. Here we go. Okay, I'm ready.
3-1, pitch misses. And Blanco will earn a leadoff walk for Tri-State here in the top of the 5th. Blanco, real quick, Cesar Eden Blanco he's committed to Yakima Valley after his senior year of high school. 6'1", 180. And Matson on the mound here after a leadoff walk into the stretch. And had no problem transitioning to the stretch, but I think he winds up out of the stretch too. So strike one there, working a hit. Is this 15? I think this is Jackson Christensen at the plate. I'll double check that. But 0-1, Matson with the delivery, off speed pitch. Good block back there by Jackson Lynn. as he able to eat that breaking pitch up that was in the dirt. It might even bounced on home plate. Sometimes those are the toughest ones to keep in front. And Mr. Lind Jackson made that look easier than I promise you than it is. Jackson headed to Seattle in the fall of 2021. And we're going to throw over again as Blanco a couple times. It looked like he was leaning. Not going. Swinging is Christensen. Fouling straight back was right on it. But count goes to 1-2. And Matson ahead here. 4-1 ball game. Tri-State trying to get some more here. And put together some good ABs. Matson has, since coming in, has kept Tri-State right where they're at. There's a little breaking ball, front door style, that a little bit inside, a little bit up. Two balls, two strikes. Blanco at first. See if he goes here. Doesn't. Christensen looking at strike three, and a great pitch by Matson. A fastball on the outside part of the plate for the first out of the inning. And this is the top of the fifth, yeah. Katrina, so
yeah.
Let's do the math major thing. Okay, the game started at 10:30-ish.
Yep.
And it's 11:45, so that's about an hour and what? Or do you not want me to figure
like
out
an
the
hour
spot?
15?
There we go.
Yeah,
There we go. So we got about 45 minutes left, roughly or so. We might have a chance to get this game, the 7 innings completely in, as we are in the top of the fifth right now. So Matson missing with the first pitch there to Evan Bailey. Bailey, 6'3", 185 pounds, Curtis High School out of Washington, is not committed. There's the 1-0 pitch, and that's going to miss away. So little count leverage here for the big lefty from Curtis High School. Evan Bailey is an outfielder defensively. So 2-0 count. Blanco on at first. And Matson will check on him. Blanco dives back. Blanco with a little bit bigger lead this time. Still not going, and that pitch will miss down for ball three. Matson not missing by a lot, but just out of the zone. I love the green light in this showcase, kind of tournament here. Let the kiddo swing. And that was good location on a 3-0 pitch there for Matson. It wasn't, on a tee down the middle of the plate. That was on the outside part, so. Bailey, got to have a good approach here. Speed and location. If it's there, put a swing on it. It isn't.
Way out.
Outside, and Bailey's going to walk. So runners on it, first and second. And that brings up number 7, infielder, and out of Centennial High School in Idaho, good-sized kid, 6'1", 170 pounds, and that's Gabe Viano. Matson, and that pitch misses low and away. Let me get the count right for you at home. Sorry. One 1-0 count. Matson. There's a line drive over the third baseman's head and a base hit. Good base running there by Blanco, though. Had to freeze on the line drive, make sure it was through with less than 2 outs. So kind of station to station as Washington East gets the ball back in. And don't want to run yourself out of one there. But a good piece of hitting by Gabe Viano in his second hit of the day. Load the bases for the man who's been in the squat defensively and done a good job behind the plate. Threw one guy out, caught stealing situation, and has handled the bat well too. The single in the first inning. There's an off-speed pitch, and that's going to be inside and up. So 1-0 here to Isaiah Burke. Burke The youngster out of Thurston High School in Thurston, Oregon, just outside of Eugene, kind of just across the freeway, really. And swinging is Burke. And that's fouled up and out of play. So the count goes even here at 1 ball and 1 strike apiece.
And we don't know if North and South are tied in with Sheldon and South Eugene for basketball just because of travel. Well, if we're going to be playing
Bases loaded. 1 out. Matson throwing, rearing back throwing. Popped up and out of play by Burke. And now Matson with the count leverage. 1-2 in a strikeout situation. And if you're Burke here, trying to at least get that one in from third. Put the ball in play, swung on and missed. And Matson, it's amazing how many times in the strikeout situations that have presented themselves in the last 3 days, how many times the pitchers have, bear down and been able to get that strikeout. And
well, and this is big championships. These batters are, they're a little nervous, I would presume. So
yeah, playing in front of college coaches. And
yeah,
this is the opportunity. When you're a kid, I want to have that great game in front of this coach. That's real deal. Big time block right there by Jackson Lind behind the dish. Save another run from scoring. So. And what a weapon to have, a great catcher back there behind the plate, so your pitcher can use his full, bag of tricks. Doesn't have to worry about throwing it on the plate. And there's a 2-hopper up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes Bailey, and 2 runs will score. And a 2-run single for number 11, Nate Rose, the pride of Idaho Falls, Idaho. 5'10", 168-pounder. With a money hit, 2 out, 2-run, knock, back up the middle. And those are the ones that keep you coming back. Those feel good. And I promise you, Nate, feeling like $1 million inside right now, helping contribute to the team in a big way. And here's our boy Easton again. Got that great first name. Easton Amundsen, the big fella from Ridgeview High School in Idaho. 1-0 count. Matson comes set. And I'm doing the radio thing again. Sorry about that at home. And misses with that pitch. So 2-0. And you can see the count at home too, so we don't need to tell you that either. It's tough breaking that routine. For college coaches, I'm sorry. I was trained to tell you everything that's going on, just in case the internet's not working. Big swing there by Amundsen, and good pitch by Matson on the 2-0 pitch. Amundsen, I think, was thinking he wanted to hit the manor up there on the hill.
I know. I'm looking at that.
Jackson Reed from the Idaho team earlier almost did. Like, first pitch he saw of the tournament, he turned on, and that ball is going to squirt away from Lind. And kind of frustrated with himself, is kind of hustled over to the ball half-heartedly and like, how did I let that get away from me? So 3-1 here. Amundsen with some count leverage. Is an open base to play with if you're Matson, but I'd like to see him go right after him. If we were playing for World Series or something, that would be one thing. And that curveball misses. So Easton draws the walk, and that's going to bring up the youngster from Linden Christian up there on the border. I think it's Kitsap County up there on the border of Washington and British Columbia. Vancouver, right over the river. So anybody listening up there, that's where my mom's from. So still have a lot of family up there, the Vanderkoys, and everybody up there pretty much has. I'm surprised Cole doesn't have some kind of Vander in his name. Big Dutch town, big Dutch community up there.
Wow.
So all the lawns are beautiful, and it's a beautiful place. grandma's side of the family and grandpa's side, you know, my mom's mom and dad. That's their neck of the woods. 1-1 pitch, more like takes that. The youngster Cole, outfielder, 5'11", 175-pounder. Hasn't committed for college yet, but has had a nice showing here at this tournament this weekend down here in Medford. And he can play, I'm sure. And he seemed like an absolute awesome kid, too. Just a 10 of a kid. That one's put in play. More like can fly. On the run, the throw. And a good one at that to retire the side. That's number 0, Elijah Hainline, the Washington State commit. Got him by maybe a half of a step for Washington East to be able to get out of it. Going to the bottom of the 5th. Tri-State 6, Washington East 1. And Washington East got to break those bats out. Been tough to do. Carnes not on the mound, so maybe a chance here for them to get something going offensively. We'll be right back after this. And we're back here, live, bottom of the 5th inning. Harry and David Field for the Northwest Championships. Brought to you by the awesome people at Baseball Northwest who put this together. So God bless them and their families. And I mean, it's brought a lot of action here to Southern Oregon, which is near and always dear to my heart. There's a big shot. Jackson Lynn drives one out to right, but good play going back as the right fielder. That looks like Jackson Christensen. So Jackson Christensen with the play on Jackson Lynn. So Jackson and Jackson.
Jackson and Jackson.
Spelled differently, though. Jackson Christensen with the X. And Jackson Lynn
CK.
with CK, yeah. I'm sure the scouts at home needed that, or the coaches at home needed that info. But we'd like to be detail-oriented, obviously.
Ooh.
And a drop down there. And we got a new guy on the mound here for Tri-State. And Alex Carnes, what a job he did. 4 innings, giving up only 1 run, I think, on 1 hit. And he was dynamic, to say the least. Now we got Nate Rose.
Whoa.
5'10", 170-pounder out of Idaho Falls. And he had that big 2-run single up the middle. Nothing like a little momentum before you get on the mound. There's a check swing foul back and counts even up at 1 ball and 1 strike apiece. Excuse me, 2-1. Rose winds up. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. Nice play there. Easton Amundsen gives it off to Nate Rose. And that was a well-executed play. Amundsen with a nice soft toss, but Rose did a nice job of getting over there as the ground ball made Amundsen go to his backhand, so away from first. And no problem at all on the exchange. And a 2 up, 2 down. And so far, a quiet inning here for Nate Rose in relief. And this is the guy I was talking about earlier, number 12, Elijah Tanner, 6'1", 180 pounds. We call him Mr. Smooth earlier. He hasn't committed anywhere to play college baseball yet after his senior year's concluded. So I think this he's a lot of fun to watch, and I think he can play. 0-1 pitch, Rose, and a little front door slider started at the hip and bringing it back over the inside part of the plate. And Rose ahead now. And just enough kind of funk here with Rose. He'll bring it over the top. He'll bring it down from the side. Change his arm angle. And battling that one into the left. Fly ball still carrying. But the defense is there. And Evan Bailey to put it away. 3 up, 3 down. Tri-State able to record them in order. We're going to head to the 6th when we come back. Tri-State will be up, trying to add to their lead. Don't go anywhere. Here live on Table Rock Sports.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
Introducing Unlimited with Payback, only from US Cellular. The only unlimited plan that pays you back for data you don't use. So, quit flushing money down the toilet with Verizon. Get Unlimited with Payback, and you can save up to $240 per year on a single line versus Verizon.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
Welcome back as we are going to the top of the sixth. Well, we're in the top of the sixth, a third of the way into the top of the sixth. That was a line drive, L3, and I think that was Tyler Peterson that lined out to the first baseman for the first out of the inning. 12:04, so we got 26 minutes roughly or so on the time limit. If it went through a complete 7 right now with Tri-State leading, that would mean, Washington East has 6 outs to play with. Iwamizu at the dish, and he'll take ball 2 inside. So ahead in the count, 2-0.
I'm waiting for that most amazing hit today. I want to see someone hit that 400.
Yeah, no, there's ball 4, it looks like. Or did he get hit? He might have got hit. I wasn't on that one like I should have been. Sorry, folks. But nonetheless, Iwamizu down to first. And there has been some of those Katrina in this tournament so far. Like I said, the first day, this youngster named Jackson Reed from Idaho, I think that one's still going in the air. He hit it so deep, and it was impressive, to say the least. Big boy, too. 6'1", 215 pounds. But then the next time he was up, he hit a stand-up triple into the right center gap. And didn't get about 10 feet off the ground, and it was just a rocket shot. And then you got to watch him run.
That's amazing.
And unbelievable.
Lots of power behind that.
Yeah, big dude. And like a freight train. Anyway, 2-0. And man on the mound right now is Drake Bird. He started the game behind the plate with the tools on. And now on the mound. So a kid that can do it all. 3-0 count, I believe, here as he's facing Esteban Ruiz. 3-0. That pitch will miss upstairs, and Ruiz will earn himself a walk. And runners at first and second now for Tri-State. Number 6, Cesar Eden Blanco coming to the plate. Jackson Lynn out to talk to his other catcher usually, buddy. It's Drake Bird. But Drake has got the cap on, no catcher's glove, no batter's gloves on. And he's on the mound trying to do it. So catcher to catcher, now catcher to pitcher out there talking, trying to get him relaxed. And, hey, man, you just come play catch with me, we'll be okay. Bird comes set, facing Blanco, 1 out, runners at first and second. And whatever Lind said worked there as he pours in a strike on the first pitch of the at-bat to Blanco. 0-1 count, 1 out, top of the 6th. And another good pitch there. Good 2-pitch sequence for Mr. Bird. Now way ahead, 0-2. Blanco got to be in protect mode up there offensively as Tri-State continues to try to add to their lead. And that off-speed pitch just misses outside for Bird, but a good 0-2 pitch. You don't want to leave anything out up over the plate, so one of those that starts in the zone, moves away. Right idea from Drake. And that fastball miss off the plate outside. So now 2-2. Two, line drive up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. Good piece of hitting there by Cesar Eden Blanco as Blanco fell behind 0-2, then worked it back to 2-2. Got a pitch he liked out over the plate and put some good lumber on it. And the bases are now juiced. And that'll bring up the Jackson that robbed the other Jackson. Jackson Christensen. Yeah, Jackson Christensen. First pitch in the dirt, and, well, Jackson and Jackson are right next to each other. It's Jackson and Lynn that just defensively, the catcher that blocked that ball that was in the dirt and saved a run. So 1-0 count to Jackson Christensen. 5'11", 165, goes to Highland High School in Idaho. On his way to CSI after his senior year, so fall of 2021. 1 ball, 1 strike here, 1 out. Top of the 6th. There's a good fastball and just outside.
I'm really rooting that this guy's major is going to be forensic science. Just part of me is like all about
CSI.
that. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of comes with it. You know?
Definitely.
That would be pretty fun.
Good. That was a good dynamite drop in. Ooh, a little tapper out in front. Lind doesn't get it. Pitcher, the other catcher gets it. Drake Bird, who's got the pitcher's hat on right now. What a great play by Drake, bouncing off the mound like a cat on the swing and bunt. And a run does come in for Tri-State, but good job by Bird being able to get an out. And now 2 outs here with runners at 2nd and 3rd. Evan Bailey at the plate. Curtis High School in the state of Washington. Big fella, 6'3", 185. Washington East trying to get out of it, only giving up 1. And there's a good pitch by Drake Bird, now way ahead, 0-2.
That was a great pitch. I wonder what the speed on that one was, too.
Yeah, I gotta look for that gun readout, radar gun readout in between innings here. Bird, the 0-2, and that is
okay, all right.
A ball 1. Ball 1. Maybe a little up, maybe a little out.
Yeah. It's hard to tell because we're just a tiny bit off-centered ourselves.
Yep.
So.
And up. We're up.
Yeah. Oh,
swung
but
on.
Hey, I'm glad he's swinging.
Foul tip. He stays alive.
Uh-huh.
Looks like it just popped out of the glove of Jackson Lind back there behind the dish. He's checking his glove like, come on, what are you doing? Squeeze that. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 6th.
Oops,
Bailey checks his swing and fouls it off. Here we go, 1-2. Drake Bird. Bailey's going to step out. Bird pitching, and that misses outside. Here's the 2-2. And the center fielder, Kyle Parkman, was doing the dance like, no way. He didn't believe it. He thought that was strike 3. So here we go, full count. And Bird's going to end up losing him. Bailey with a good at-bat, and he'll draw a walk. And bases loaded again. And that'll bring up number 7 for Tri-State, Gavin Vianu. Vianu, a couple hits today, and has had a couple nice plays defensively, so a good day for Gavin Vianu. And Vianu goes to Centennial High School in Idaho and has not committed to play ball anywhere yet. 6'1", 170 pounds. That first pitch missed for ball 1. That pitch in on the hands, fouled straight back. Count will go even. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're on the top of the 6th. Boomer Marshall alongside Katrina Sewell.
Hello.
Caleb Franklin out there in center field, hanging in there. Got about 17 minutes left on the clock. We're also in the top of the 6th, so whichever comes first. Breaking ball.
Oh, yes.
And it's a good one from Mr. Bird. Drake able to break that ball off and into the zone. A great pitch there. And can they get out of it here? Washington East and give themselves a chance to get something going offensively in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Bird off speed, and Viano does a nice job to spoil it. Up and out of play. And we'll do it again. 1-2.
Ooh. Oh.
And that just misses. Viano really wanted that. Parkman in center field might be doing even more dancing. Like he might get a cramp out there from all that dancing he's doing. 2-2 here, 2 outs. That fastball is going to miss down low, and the count runs full.
It's not the worst. Bases loaded, full count.
Yep.
This is your time.
No fear, right? The
Right?
shirt.
That's the joke. That was it. Circa like 93, 94 right there.
Runners will be on the move, and there they go. Oh, no, they're not going. They should be on the move. 3-2 and 2 outs. They should get that early jump for you youngsters watching at home. I'm doing cartwheels inside. Jonathan Kerman just showed up. Full count. Swing and a line drive. L5. And that'll retire this side. Tri-State gets one more. They'll take a 7-1 advantage into the bottom of the 6th. We come back. Washington East try to get something rolling offensively. We'll be right back after this.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
Introducing Unlimited with Payback, only from US Cellular. The only unlimited plan that pays you back for data you don't use. So, quit flushing money down the toilet with Verizon. Get Unlimited with Payback, and you can save up to $240 per year on a single line versus Verizon.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
I gotta be so rude.
How are you doing after yesterday? You had 4, right?
What did you say? Can I have you with us for the rest of my life?
It's fun. It's awesome to have this. You know, otherwise we'd have nothing.
That's...
You know, blessing for me and my family. I know that. All right, man. Well, have a great call, and I'm sure I'll say goodbye before this thing's over. We're headed to the bottom half of the 6th. And 12:17, so we're roughly about 13 minutes away from the time limit. So Washington East, I'm just going to go up there and one at bat at a time, one station at a time. Try to crawl back into this thing. 0-1, and that pitch misses down low. Nate Rose is the man on the mound, a youngster from Idaho Falls, and got a little, what I called, back in the bottom of the 5th, a little funk out there. He'll change arm angles. He'll come right over the top with a fastball, and that ball's hit out into center field. Center fielder underneath it, and Cole Moreleg puts it away for Tri-State. 1 up, 1 down for Washington East in the 7th. That was number 9, Gavin Matson, who you've seen on the mound in relief for Washington East. Has done a great job on the bump for them. Next up for Washington East, Ayush Krishnappa, 6 foot, 160-pounder, Redmond High School in Washington. We'll look at ball 1. He has not committed anywhere. His game yesterday in day 2 really jumped off the page at me. Hit the ball hard 2 times. I think he had 3 hits. And played a well of a game at second base. Kind of the way of the second baseman. I was getting longer, more athletic, and that's what this kid is. Long, athletic, and fun to watch. He's got some pop in the bat. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Ayush Krishnappa. Or maybe Krishnappa, sorry. Close. Nate Rose on the mound. He'll change the arm angle. Here you go, drop down.
I was going to say, this
Low
guy's kind of a little
3/4.
wild card here. You
Yeah.
don't know which way it's coming or
Yeah,
how
we'll-
he's throwing it.
We'll take a look at it from center field now. 3 balls and 1 strike. And if you're Washington East, you need base runners.
There it
But
is.
you're taking your hacks, too. There's a pop-up in the shallow right. In is Jackson Christensen to put it away for out number 2. And coming to the plate now for Washington East in the maroon, the big fella from Gonzaga Prep High School, on his way to Spokane Falls in the fall of 2021, Garrett Gores. Gores looks at the first pitch for ball 1. Looking for some 2-out thunder is Gores and the rest of the boys in maroon. 1-0. Just misses.
Yeah.
And the count runs now to 2-0. That 2-0 pitch misses. So, Gores now 3-0 count. Go ahead and give him the green light, Coach. The skippers for each team. Washington East is Ben Harley from Centralia College. And from Tri-State is CJ Ketron from Wenatchee Valley. That pitch will miss down low, and Gores has himself a 2-out walk. Washington East has a base runner. Seven coming to the plate for Washington East. That's Michael Schwartz. Schwartz, 6'1", 160 pounds. Central Valley High School. Is on his way to Lower Columbia. First pitch is in the dirt from Rose for ball 1. Good block back there by, is that? Let's see, who's been in the squat for these guys most of the time? It's been Isaiah Burke, but I think that's Iwamizu now from Hidden Valley. So good block there by him. Here's the 1-0, swung on and fouled back. So the count will go even, 1 ball and 1 strike. That pitch will miss, so 2 balls and 1 strike. Schwartz trying to move the line, trying to find a way to get on base here, have a good at bat. And Rose is going to check on the runner at first, kind of lob it over. We're in the bottom of the 6th, Tri-State leading 7-1. Rose, that pitch will miss down low, so the count now goes to 3-1. Count leverage here for Mr. Schwartz. With Elijah Hainline waiting on deck. Schwartz takes that pitch for ball 4. And runners now at first and second here for Washington East. And that'll bring up the Cougar commit, Washington State, that is. Elijah Hainline. He swung the bat well today. Remember, last time up, he drove one down the right field line just foul. It was inside the fence, but foul. Down in that right corner, and that's a good job there by Rose to work ahead. Strike 1 with a belt-high fastball. 0-1. And Rose will drop down.
There's that side pitch again.
Yeah, good pitch as he changes the arm angle, and it's tough when you're up there at the plate and you don't know if he's coming over the top. You don't know if he's coming low 3/4. And the release point's different, and the lower body's completely different. So got to think about a couple different things out there And there's that front door breaking ball. Starts at the hip and breaks over the plate for strike 3. Tri-State able to get out of it. See, it's 12:24, so I think they're going to send this one to the 7th. Are we going to send it to the 7th, or are we going to take it home? I don't know what's going on. We're going to look to the umpires.
We have 6 minutes still.
Everybody's kind of wandering around. Not really sure yet. Is it over? It is? Dave, if you get on the microphone and say it's over, that would be like the voice of God right now. And here comes Washington East as they hustle onto the field.
We are playing. We are not playing.
And it looks like we're going to play it. So,
all right.
If we're going to play it, we're going to take a quick break. I think it's the only fair thing to do. We'll be right back after this with 7th inning action here on Table Rock Sports.
A parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Takes longer. I had another one before that was doing so much better.
And we're coming back live.
Yeah.
And we're back. Going to the 7th. Not too many times in this tournament if we said that. Usually the time limit has gotten there, maybe about the 6th or the 5th. But in one game it was the 4th inning. But in this one, we're going the distance, as
That's
they say.
a Disney song, Hercules, one of my faves.
Nice. There you go. Anything Disney is okay with me.
I am a fan,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I'll throw a plug in there for Disney Plus, and that is the savior for my
Have you
kids.
seen Mulan yet?
I haven't,
Okay.
and I've heard it's kind of like created quite the stir
Oh,
amongst.
I haven't seen it myself.
The whole
so-
racial, the
Yeah.
tough times that we're dealing with in society with the racial injustice and all that.
Yeah.
I don't want to get
Yeah.
into politics on
Yeah.
the air and on the internet and make a fool of myself. But there's a little bit of pushback, I think, from different communities, and it is what it is, I guess, at this point. But man, it's tough because Mulan is
She's
one of those
my
Disney
all-time
movies, right?
favorites.
Yeah, every little girl loves her.
Heck yeah.
Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be 2-0 now. Drake Bird pitching to Isaiah Burke. Here's the 2-0 Bird. And that one misses for ball 3. And Isaiah Burke has earned himself a walk. That'll bring up Nate Rose. Nate Rose, back, I think it was the 5th inning, came up 2 outs, bases loaded, and got a 2-out, 2-run single up the middle to make it go from 4-1. They extend the lead from 3 runs to 5, so 4-1 to 6-1, and it was a big hit. It kind of blew the lead open a little bit for this Tri-State team, and good at bat by Nate. There's a swing and a foul back, and the count is even at 1 apiece. Nate is 5'10", 170 pounds. out of Idaho Falls High School in Idaho. Drake Bird pitching.
Ooh, that was
Rose
good.
drive deep to center. Hustling back as the center fielder, going back, able to make the play. Can he get his feet set and fire a shot into first? Almost. Good job there by the center fielder. That's number 3, Steven Meyer. As they were playing him pretty shallow there, but able to turn and run, and with a good jump, able to get there for out number 1.
Mr. Dance Moves was on the ball.
Yeah. Different guy out there this inning. 11 was out there. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's Parkman.
Yeah.
The only reason that one sticks with me is because
Major
Parkman.
League.
Yeah, Jack Parkman. Here we go. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here, top of the 7th. And our boy Easton at the plate. Easton Amundsen. Easton is 6'3", 195 pounds out of Ridgeview High School and has not committed for where he wants to take his talents to for the next level. That's kind of a play on the LeBron James, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach thing. I don't know if you caught on to that.
LeBron switching over to a different sport.
1-1. And some chin music for Easton. Makes him sit down. Almost in the box. 2-1. And so, yeah, the time limit now is 12:30. So there's like a 4-minute window where game was done. They were able to start, or the inning was done. They were able to start the 7th inning. That pitch is fouled back by Amundsen. Easton's had a good day at the plate. Couple hits.
I'm still looking for that 400 line right here.
Yeah, that's a bomb with the wood bats for these youngsters. But can be done. Easton, pop up down the third baseline.
This guy's got the power to do it, though.
Yep. It's crazy. Some of the size, the size and weight, or the height and weight on these kids, you're thinking about it, 16 and 17 years old. There's 6'1", 215, and there's not like an ounce of fat on some of these guys. Easton, 6'3", 195. I mean, he's got plenty of growing and lifting and muscle growth left to do. Amundsen pops it straight up into the sun. The shortstop has given up on it. Got a beat on it there is the guy, Mr. Smooth, Elijah Tanner. Kennewick High School's own. But the shortstop, Hainline, halfway through just said no, gave up on it, turned away. It's going to be tricky at this time of day. High noon.
Yep,
high sun.
Sun in that eye.
Yeah, there's not a cloud in the sky. The smoke might help a little bit. More leg, a swing and a miss. Cole, a youngster from Linden Christian. And you guys are probably getting sick of that story, but whatever, man. It's my family. Gotta love my fam.
That's right. Ooh.
And Cole, wear it, big fella. Don't rub it. Is hit by a pitch there on the left hip. So a nice little parting gift on a Sunday afternoon. We'll leave a mark. Tyler Peterson, youngster from Gig Harper, Washington, and is going to go play his college ball at Lower Columbia. Lower Columbia's team that's won 3 championships in a row. Got a chance to talk to Coach. I got to maybe look at it again. Kapolsky, and he's on that staff there. And a lot of kids in this tournament have committed to Lower Columbia, so they got it rocking and a rolling up there, and keep turning it out. You keep getting players, and you got a program, and that's what the program's all about. Here's the 1-1. Peterson turns on that one, but foul down the line, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Drake Bird on the mound, out of the stretch. And fouled back and out of play. Here's the 1-2, and that off-speed pitch misses away. Peterson, a little flare into center. Stephen Meyer there to put it away for the third out of the inning. And we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. 6 to keep playing, 7 to walk it off. Washington East with 3 outs to play with. We'll be right back after this.
I was talking to Bill.
Yeah?
Bill and Sherry got a guy.
They do? How did they get a guy?
Everything happened online, including financing. And their guy even delivered their new car to their home.
Maybe we should get a guy.
I thought you might say that. Honey, meet Kyle.
Find your guy during the Ram Power Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
Introducing Unlimited with Payback, only from US Cellular. The only unlimited plan that pays you back for data you don't use. So, quit flushing money down the toilet with Verizon. Get Unlimited with Payback, and you can save up to $240 per year on a single line versus Verizon.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
And we're headed to the bottom of the 7th. If baseball, you want to be the home team, man. You want to have the hammer. You want to have the last say. That's what Washington East has. They got quite the mountain to climb, and a 6-run deficit. But you know, if anybody, why not these guys? I mean,
Yeah.
they got like 10. What do they got? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 kids in this lineup somewhere that have committed to go play college baseball. They can get hot. Pitching changed. New pitcher in for Tri-State. And the pitching for this Tri-State staff today has been outstanding. Before I touch on who's on the mound now, Alex Carnes got the start, went 4 innings, gave up 1 hit and 1 run. And then I think it was it Gavin Matz? No. I'm going to get this right. Nate Rose came in a couple innings of relief and did a great job as well. As he shut them down, didn't give up any runs. Nate did a good job. And now they're turning the reins over to Esteban Ruiz. Esteban, 5'10", 170 pounds, out of Pasco High School in Washington. And I believe he'll be working with Iwamizu, who'll be in the squat. Leading things off here for Washington East. Stephen Meyer. First at bat today. First pitch fastball hunting, drove one out to right for a double and got things going. And might have been the lone hit that East had against Alex Carnes, who was, like we mentioned, dominant. So Ruiz against Stephen Meyer. Meyer, I'll take that first pitch up and away, ball 1. And 1-0. Ruiz into the strike zone with the second pitch there. And Ruiz, he's touching, I bet he's somewhere close to the mid-80s. Had a little pop on it. Maybe 83, 84. We'll check. Maybe more. I mean, that had some juice. It missed, but where's our guy with the radar? Let's get on him right now, because Ruiz looks like it's popping the glove to me.
You can almost hear that snap back here.
Yeah, you can.
Chow.
Two one. That is inside off the plate, and almost caught Meyer on the hip.
Yep.
That would have hurt.
A little bit.
3 balls, 1 strike. So yeah, Ruiz is touching up to 87.
Ooh, that was it right there.
Yep.
That was beautiful.
Good pitch there, just above the hands. 3-1, so the count will go full with Meyer. Josh, did you hear that? Ruiz just touched 87. 88. You've seen him at 88 before, okay? Is that? Here's the full count pitch, and just miss upstairs. So a leadoff walk for Mr. Meyer. And it all started with a leadoff walk. And here comes, the guy that I affectionately call my buddy, Jackson Lind. He drives one into left center, and it's going to be extra bases.
That's what I was looking for. You're right at that 400.
Well, 1 run will score. Jackson Lind with an RBI triple. And first pitch, fastball hunting, and drove it out there in the gap. And here comes Washington East. Never fails.
That was money.
Lynn said he was going to hit a home run for me today before the game. That was the same, that was the topic of conversation I've been having. I said, "You going to hit one out of here for me today?" "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." "Okay, well, 3-bagger, RBI triple will work."
Pretty good.
Make my day, Jackson.
I am for real.
First pitch misses up and away for ball number 1. And that one bounces out in front, and Drake Bird is the man in the box for Washington East.
I was scared for this guy's ankles. Nothing worse than getting hit right in the ankle.
That 2-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. A good pitch from Estevan Ruiz as he finds a strike zone there. And that 2-1 pitch is outside. So the count will go to 3-1. Kerman's downstairs. Jonathan Kerman will be on the call there for the 1 o'clock game. Doing some homework, trying to chase down some coaches and some lineup cards. That pitch is fouled back, so count will go, I believe, full. It could be 2-2, but could be 3-2 as well. I don't know. We'll see. See what Blues got. The 7th inning, kind of wear you down. So Drake Bird locked in a battle here with Estevan Ruiz. Swung on, fouled back, and we're going to do it again.
Heard that on our ceiling.
Yeah, hopefully not on our windshield. Three-two count.
Ooh.
Ruiz misses with the fastball off the inside part of the plate, and Drake Bird has earned himself a walk, and so far so good for Washington East. Just what the doctor ordered. Keep moving the line. Got a couple walks, and sandwiched in between those 2 walks is an RBI triple from Jackson Lind. And that first pitch misses for ball 1. And this is Parkman. Kyle Parkman up at the plate. Parkman, a Lower Columbia commit.
And good. All right.
2-0 count.
Yeah.
Ruiz swung on and missed.
Great swing, though. Wow.
Yeah, you gotta get that swing started a little quicker with Ruiz on the mound. Popping the glove. Touched up to 88. We'll go ahead and take a look from center field cam. And there's a good fastball on the outside part of the plate. And so far, it looks like Ruiz is going to, if you're catching for Ruiz, you're going to put down one finger. Throw me the heat. Throw me the heat. Haven't really seen much of an off speed yet, so. But got maybe a pitch to play with here in a 2-2 count. And there it is.
Ooh.
Check swing. It didn't look like he got a piece of it, so since there was a runner on first, he didn't call him. Oh, he did call him out now. Wow. There was a person on first who wasn't stealing, so he would have been sent back to the dugout. But he didn't call him out on the swing, so it would have been the check swing. It would have been. What a Beach, help me out here. Because he checked with the second or the first base umpire, but didn't call him out till after the guy was on second. Right? It doesn't matter. That's a tricky one. What if it's a delayed steal? I'm giving you a hard time, Dave. We're trying to figure that one out. I think it ended up the way it was supposed to, right? Like, correctly. Like, the guy who was up at the plate, Parkman. Is it Parkman? Yeah. He knew, there's a runner on first. I can't. Well, less than 2 outs. I can't advance. So 7-3 now. But they will take the out and give up the run. So that's 1 out, right? 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And that one's going to squirt away. And Drake Bird will advance to third. And is that going to the dugout? So one ball, 2 strikes. Here to Elijah Tanner. Beach, I did see Jerry Eklund down there, so maybe we can go ask old Jer Bear. Jerry Eklund, a great umpire from Rogue Valley. And an even better guy. Good play up the middle there by Peterson on the exchange. Wow, way to stay with it, youngster. A sliding play, then looks like on the exchange kind of loses it. And able to regain it with his right hand kind of the last second and flick one over to first to get him by a half a step. Great play by the youngster, headed for Lower Columbia after his playing days in high school are finished. So now 7-4, but 2 outs, nobody on. And an out away from getting the W. Number 9 at the plate for Washington East is Gavin Matson. Pitches inside off the plate. And it goes 3-0 on deck. If it gets there, Ayush Krishnappa. And really, if you're talking about competing for this game, you need this gentleman to get on, Gavin Matson to get on, and you need Krishnappa to get on. But you want kids to go up there and take their hacks, man. You only get so many here at the Northwest Championship. So that's probably more important, for each one of these individual kids go up and have a good at bat. More important than what the final score is. So go up there and get paid. Ayush. Ayush with a line drive into right center. That's going to be down. And going to third is Matson. And don't look now, but Garrett Gores is going to come to the plate and represent the tying run here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Garrett Gores, 6 foot, 190 pounds, goes to Gonzaga Prep, and on his way after his high school days to Spokane Falls, play collegiately. And you can't tell me with the velocity and the size of Gores if he doesn't barrel one up. Yeah, that pitch is outside for ball 1. Ruiz to Gores. And there's a good pitch on the outside part of the plate. Gores got a piece of it, but it's going to be tough to hit the ball hard when it's out there. Count even at 1 apiece. And there's an off-speed pitch, and that hits Gores. So, we said Gores represented the tying run. Well, Michael Schwartz now represents the winning run. And out to talk to his pitcher is the skipper, C.J. Ketron, coach at Wenatchee Valley Community College. And Washington East has been scrappy here in the bottom half of the 7th, the final frame, and found a way to get on base, and then got some big time, swings of the bat. Obviously, the one that jumps off the page early in the inning is Jackson Lind, but Krishnappa there with a 2-out single to keep the rally going, so to say, and move the line, and then Gores there hit by pitch, and Schwartz, a big kid, 6'1", 160 pounds, Central Valley High School, headed to Lower Columbia. Ruiz, first pitch fastball is up and out of the zone, ball 1. Here's the 1-0 from Ruiz, and that's in the dirt, ball 2. And you kind of maybe feel a little, you don't want to say pressure, but you're up 7-1, and you kind of feel like you should win the game and win it convincingly. You're up 6 going into the final inning, and that can start to play on you a little bit. So it's hard for me not to announce that aspect of the game. And that pitch is down low, so now 3-0.
Oh, man.
And you can kind of, Patrick's back. He's got more bags. More food, thank you.
Looks like you brought me an energy drink.
Yeah.
Got 4 more games to go still today.
Yes, sir. Here's the 3-0. Ruiz takes a little off and going to get the call on the outside part of the plate for strike 1, so counts 3-1 now. There's a ball. High into center. Under it is Mortleg, and that will do it. Final, Tri-State 7 and Washington East 4. It was a great game both ways. Alex Carnes kind of jumps off the page at me, on the mound for Tri-State. 4 solid innings.
Yep.
And really the staff across the board for Tri-State did a great job. If you hold teams to 4 runs in a 7-inning game, you probably have a chance to win. Offensively, they were able to do just enough, kind of squirt the ball around to get the job done here today against Washington East. But Washington East, to their credit, in the bottom of the 7th, came back, battled. Not only did they get the tying run to the plate, but the go-ahead and the winning run ultimately to the plate. So they had their opportunity in the 7th, just couldn't cash it in. But a great ball game both ways, and we look forward to seeing both these teams tomorrow come Monday. Thank you for joining us here on TableRockSports.net. This is the Northwest Championships, brought to you by Baseball Northwest. For Caleb Franklin on the camera in center field, Katrina Sewell on the camera right next to me, and with the one-liners and the fun facts, I am Boomer Marshall saying thank you, good afternoon, and for me, it's good night.
Have a good night.